Welcome back, sports gamers. It's the Natural. I have something to speak with you guys about, and it's something that's really been weighing on me for a while, for almost over a year now. And it's how the NFL, and by proxy EA Sports Madden NFL, has treated Colin Kaepernick. Now, Kaepernick's blackballing by the NFL for his peaceful protest of police brutality and racial inequality in America is well documented. So there's no need for me to get into any of that. We're going to take a look at EA's role and part in this. Going back to last year, Kaepernick was pretty much banned from the MUT Golden Tickets. For those that don't play MUT, Golden Tickets are a chance for players to take any player they want and make a 99 overall version of him in the game, and then people can open up packs and win them and purchase and play with that player that they created. So last year, for the first time, a new rule was put in specifically stating that the player has to be on a current NFL roster to be made into a golden ticket. Huh? That was the first time this rule was ever. I went back and checked and looked at all the previous golden tickets. That's the first time they had that rule in the game. And the crazy thing that they would care about, what makes it so stupid they make a rule like this, is that MUT doesn't even use the regular NFL Madden launch roster. Even the ratings aren't the same between MUT and the launch roster. There's legends in the game that aren't even alive, long gone, players that don't play, and that are in MUT. You know, the rule was specifically put into the game to prevent players from making a Colin Kaepernick golden ticket. And there were players out there on Twitter, on Reddit, stating, I want to make a Colin Kaepernick golden ticket, that wanted to do that. And specifically because of that rule was put into place, they weren't able to do that. Even though he did have a MUT card in MUT last year, and he was in the game last year on a regular roster. That specific rule was put in place that the player had to be on an active roster at that time they was making golden tickets to prevent Colin Kaepernick from taking part in that. With that as the backdrop, fast forward to now, it's come to light that Colin Kaepernick's name has been bleeped out, muted, or whatever how you want to call it, out of a song, YG song on a Madden 19 soundtrack called Big Bang.
I support you. You already know I've been supporting you. You the homie. You know what I'm saying? And EA Sports, the NFL, whoever, y'all owe me, Big Sean, 2 Chainz, and Nicki Minaj, and the homie Kaepernick apology. Straight like that, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it is, 400.
Now, people have realized and gone back and seeing that he was even muted on a Madden 18 soundtrack, Bars of Soap featuring Sway Lee. So EA has issued an apology after this has actually went and gone viral. They went out, issued an apology stating, "We made an unfortunate mistake with our Madden NFL soundtrack. Members of our team misunderstood the fact that while we don't have rights to include Colin Kaepernick in the game, this doesn't affect soundtracks. We messed up and the edit should never have happened. We will make it right with an update to Madden NFL 19 on August 6th that will include the reference again. We meant no disrespect. We apologize to Colin, to YG, Big Sean, to NFL, to all of our fans and to all of our fans and our players for this mistake." And let me reiterate, this is not a mistake. This is all planned. This is all calculated. If their team misunderstood they didn't have the rights to Colin Kaepernick, why was he beeped out in Madden 18 when they had the rights to Colin Kaepernick? It's just not true, and this statement is put out just to cover their ass. Now, Madden received these real-world commentary updates regularly throughout the year, record additional audio for franchise, for online, ultimate. In the past 2 years, it's updated throughout the year, and they reflect the current events that take place in the NFL, current storylines, playoff pushes, teams to win games, major injuries. Everything pretty much that happens in the NFL is updated with the commentary update in the game. So for the past 2 years, there have been over 20 commentary updates during the NFL season. And even after the season is over, they do a post-Super Bowl commentary update. So each game has had over 20 commentary updates during the season talking about every single thing that happens in the NFL in Madden. And you tell me the biggest story from the past 2 years is not mentioned once? Colin Kaepernick is not mentioned once. None of the players peacefully protesting police brutality and inequality is not mentioned once. the biggest story that's across the board on pretty much every news station, that's taken over ESPN, just so happened they just forgot about it, they just missed it, they didn't think about it. Come on, are you serious? It's not a mistake. None of that is a mistake. He's not in the game this year, and he's not in the NFL roster, so he's not in the NFL Players Association. So to be fair to EA, I was told by a source that they did reach out to him to try to sign him directly. So he could be in the game, but it just didn't make it happen. It didn't work out. I don't know, whatever the reason is. So he's actually not in Madden 19. Now, I honestly don't blame EA directly because nothing gets on the Madden disc without the NFL approving it. There are many things that will be in the game right now, as far as concussions, hits and helmets get knocked out, all that stuff. The NFL would not approve it. I've done previous videos on the channel on this. You can check it out. And nothing goes on that disc without the NFL's approval. So this is just one of those things. But please believe it's not a mistake. This is purposely done. This is purposely muted, edited out, however you want to call it. So now making this video puts me in the bad graces of EA. So be it. If you don't see any exclusive content from us from EA Games, me making this video was most likely the reason. That is the purpose of the peaceful protest. To bring awareness, to bring it up by muting, by censoring. You are being a part of it. EA is pretty much colluding with the NFL in their censoring, in their blackballing of Colin Kaepernick. If you see an injustice, if you see an inequality, and you choose to not only ignore it, but take part in muting it or censoring it, you're a part of it. So while the NFL and while Madden might be able to mute or ban or Colin Kaepernick, but I'm not going to be muted, and I'm going to speak my piece. And if it costs me to be blackballed, or me to be banned, or me to lose sponsorships, subs, finances, whatever it is, I'll take that sacrifice. But I'll know at the end of the day, I made the right decision, and I'll be on the right side of history.